Hello and welcome back to another video, everybody. Hope you guys are having a fantastic kick butt day today so far. So guys, today's video we're going to be going over the 5 best Showdown Brawlers in this given meta right now. Push these Brawlers up if you have them. We might be seeing some legendaries on the list, so I'm assuming not everyone has those. But there are some Brawlers on this list that are a little bit lower in rarity that are killing it continuously in the Showdown game mode. So we're going to be going over those 5 and then hopping into gameplay with each of them. So hope you guys are pumped up. Let's hop straight away into it. Here we go. Okay guys, so as always in these videos that we do is we announce the brawler, then take them into gameplay, go over my best tips and tricks that I can give you on the given brawler in Showdown. So we're going to be starting off with number 5, making our way all the way to number 1 at the very end of the video. So starting off with number 5, we have our man Brock, guys. Got him a little bit tilted, but hey, you guys should be proud of me. Take a look at my Shelly. She was at like 460 last night. We were killing it, but I have a few brawlers still left to untilt, but I'm pushing as hard as possible this season. I want to get to 15k, but that's besides the point. Brock is insanely good on Showdown, especially a handful of different long-range maps like Thousand Lakes as well as Double Trouble, but in general, he is a fantastic brawler. It's the range coupled with the amount of damage that he does at close range. You can almost play him as somewhat of a shotgun brawler with the weaker brawlers, like say you're right up close to like a Rico. You can burst him down in 3 shots just hamming auto aim. So he's a very versatile brawler, and especially this map, I forgot to mention, this is a really good map for Brock as well. So hopefully you can get some trophies here. We are tilted, so we need to get these trophies for Brock here. Okay, here we go. So we're on power cube number 1. Another thing to mention is, do you see how fast he can get boxes? 3 shots off the get-go, which is better than most brawlers. Okay, here we go. Of course, star power is coming into play on that. But let's see what we can do against these guys. I feel like range is just such a great commodity in Showdown on maps like this. Like, I could pressure this bull all day, but he's got that wall to just kind of be a nuisance behind. So we'll do our thing against this Leon. But we don't want to create too many enemies. Our passive gameplay. But we are pinching the Leon, so we'll see what we can do here. If bull keeps tagging us or tries to get behind us, we'll go for him. Okay, here we go. Let's just get away from this situation. I like this bottom left-hand corner. I want to stay down here as long as possible, just because there's not a lot of action going on. Okay, let's see if we can line up our shots against this crow. Okay. Damaging the bull. Looks like Crow picked a new target. Crow is so good at Showdown too. You may or may not be seeing him on the list. He's so hard to hit. He's so incredibly good at long distances. You see what I mean? The jukes for days. Get him, Rosa. Thank you. I couldn't hit him. I couldn't hit him for anything. Okay, I could get that power cube, but we're just going to do our thing down here. Let's sandwich the Pam. Looks like she's struggling against the Jean. Okay, let's burst him down with super. Okay, let's just keep the Rosa damaged. Try to, at least. Okay, we can't let her heal up because she has a lot of health. Every single second she heals up is a lot. See what I mean? Yay! First place! Let's go, guys! That's what I'm talking about. Playing passive in the bottom left-hand corner, doing our thing with our long range, using that as a tool. So guys, hopping into number 4, the 4th best Showdown Brawler in all of Brawl Stars, and that goes to Rosa. Guys, Rosa is everywhere. She's good on every single game mode, especially Showdown. She unlocks boxes incredibly fast. She can pressure brawlers with her super, just running straight for them. She is insanely good. Maybe a little bit hard to play on long-range maps like the map that we have out in rotation right now, but in general, just really, really good on Showdown. So we'll see how we can do. We're a little bit higher in trophies on Rosa. I was pushing her a lot last night, along with Shelly. So we have a little bit higher gameplay with Rosa today. It might be a little bit harder, but here we go. Let's get some positive trophies. Here we go. Okay, hopping into our match. A little part of me wants to go straight to the middle, so I think we're going to do that. If we lose trophies, we lose trophies. But this is where Rosa shines. If you can get lucky right off the get-go with piercing damage here, like so, it works out really, really well. We're going to leave that power cube down for a little bit of a diversion. See if anyone goes for it. A little bait and switch. A little bait and switch is what I like to call it. We can go in on this Shelly. If only we wouldn't have auto-aimed on that one. We probably could have got away with getting those power cubes, but we don't want to go toe-to-toe with that Crow. He can be a little bit tricky. Again, we're just going to leave the power cube for bait. Someone's going to be rolling in there as long as it's not the Poco. If the Poco and that Crow come barreling in, they're going to know that I'm in here. But anyone else that comes to the middle, they're going to think that, oh, someone is just abandoned. Okay, here we go. Okay, we don't want to get pegged now. Okay, we got the Crow. Let's see if we can't get the Brock. Nice. Let's go. 5 people left. I want to get those power cubes, but I don't want to be seen. Oh my goodness. This is like the safest spot on the map for Rosa. If we're out and about along the map, the long range brawlers are just going to pick us off. So we want to stay in here. It's been working out for us already. So, okay, we got the meteors flying down from above. We're just going to do our thing. I only see a Piper and a Poco. So there's 2 other brawlers somewhere on the map. Bush campers. I'm assuming. I'm surprised that Piper is still alive. Goes to show you how good this map is for the long range brawlers. Just for survivability. Okay, we got a Crow. Crow's got to know we're in here. This is that Crow from before. We could probably pin that Poco, because he's got a lot of power cubes. That would be good for us. And we should probably make the initiative. I'd rather go for the Poco rather than the 2 guys on the bottom. Okay, so Poco should be dead. Yep. We weren't able to get his power cubes. It's like out of spite. Okay, let's just get the Nita. Can we get the Crow? Guys, back-to-back first places. Let's go. Something in me. Some showdown juices flowing through me today. That's what I'm talking about, guys. We ain't losing trophies today. Hey, whenever I get cocky, I need to knock on some wood. But guys, moving on to number 3, the third best brawler for the game mode showdown is none other than Crow, a legendary brawler, which is kind of a shame. He's so good in showdown. But I know a lot of people are saying that he's kind of a nuisance to play up against. He's not the funnest brawler to go up against. He's really fun to play, just really annoying to go against. But like I said before, on the long range maps, he's insanely good to the point where he just beats down tanks. He can just kind of follow them because he has that movement speed. He's going to catch up to any brawler in the game besides some of the quicker ones, like maybe a Leon with super, or maybe like a BB or a Mortis. But other than that, he just pegs you down with constant pressure from the poison. It's so good. So hopefully we can get some trophies with Crow. I'm feeling a little bit confident. I mean, we are playing with the best brawlers in Showdown, so we don't have that many excuses here. So let's see how we can do with this guy. Here we go. Okay, so we found our match. Look at all those boxes in the middle. I got a feeling it's going to be a tangle, a little showdown in the middle. So we can pressure this Colt pretty easily. We got to get our juke game up, though. It's so funny when you're so used to 3v3s and you don't play showdown a lot. You get so used to strafing when someone's shooting downwards at you, not upwards. The perspective change is so weird, which is a really good reason to play showdown, guys. It's good for practicing things like that. Where you get good at strafing and shooting at multiple different angles. It's not just angling upwards or usually right or left. You know, oh, this is a little gift. Thank you. Come on, pick it up. But that's one reason I really like Showdown. Put you in awkward situations when it comes to the angles. Those things make a difference. Okay, so let's see if we can pressure this bull here. We'll catch up to him. And I would like to get my super. Okay. Oh, this sandwich. I'm not going to team with him, but I'm not going to go for him. He's going to be a tricky brawler to go for. I'd rather kind of bully the other brawlers on the map other than the Crow. We want to minimize damage as much as possible. Get the easier brawlers off the get-go so we can get some power cubes. So eventually, Rosa is going to have to move along. But I'll keep her pinned. Keep her pinned here. Maybe that Spike will come along and help me sandwich her. I could jump on her, but it's probably not a good idea. We're going to save it for a brawler like that Spike. Perfect. Plan worked out. Alright, I'm going to try and jump, get the maximum damage on the Spike. Okay, we got the Spike. Let's heal up a little bit. We're about 3/4. Okay, here we go. Guys, it's so funny. Lately in Brawl Stars, I definitely go in phases. I'm sure you guys have seen that on the channel where it's like, sometimes I am just so into pushing where I go like 4 or 5 hours a day and I feel like I'm kind of in that groove. And other times I'm just playing to have like a good time on like my mini cons and stuff. But man, I am feeling the competitive scene right now. And I want to get better. I want to push up cups like a madman. I want to get to 15K this season, and then next season use that like trajectory to be able to push up even higher, because after the season reset you'll be higher when you start. But guys, another first place. We're crushing it. Crow, insanely good. As you can see, we really didn't have that many moments in that game where we had to stress out over anything. Kind of like where in our games like Rosa and Brock, there were some situations where it was a little bit stressful, but for Crow on a map like this, it's game over. It's so easy. So hopping into the second best Showdown Brawler in all of Brawl Stars, and that goes to our thick queen, Pam, guys. Pam is always going to be good in Showdown as long as she has that DPS that she has, as well as the healing elements that she has. She is incredibly, incredibly good. She has the damage per second along the lines of like a Colt at close range for opening up boxes and things along those lines, and the health of like a medium range tank, which is pretty scary stats to picture on a brawler, as well as some healing elements. Like, come on now. So Pam always going to be good. I feel like even if she gets nerfed into the ground, she has the qualities for a really, really good Showdown Brawler. Right now, she's not that viable in the meta. There are gem carriers that are better than her, and normally that's her spot to shine in the meta, but she's still pulling her weight in Showdown. Okay, here we go. Honestly, I feel like this is probably one of the only game modes you should be pushing Pam in, which is weird. Weird to say, because last meta, she was insane in. Now, we don't want... we could probably pressure the Crow, to be honest, here, because we got decent range. As long as we keep him at max range, we'll just get these little chip damages. Then once we get our healing station, we don't even have to worry about the Crow, because we'll just out-heal the Crow's poison. It'd be smart, honestly, on the Crow's part, to just go for boxes at this point. One thing that you kind of want to do in Showdown is not get too distracted by... Ooh, can we get the Shelly? Not get... Ooh, 82 HP! You don't want to get... Ooh. I keep trying to say my point, but we keep getting close to killing that Shelly. But you don't want to get too distracted going for brawlers right off the get-go. There are a few things, specifically, if you're using a specific brawler that requires their super to be successful in the game mode, you want to work on getting your super as well as power cubes. But if you're just a regular brawler, you want to be fishing for power cubes as fast as possible. Of course, we weren't able to do that, but we're Pam, guys. We're Pam. We do what we want here. Okay, so this Colt is getting sandwiched a little bit, so we'll see what we can do. Okay, we're 7th place. We're not in a great position by any means, but I guess we're not horrible. I mean, we are Pam. Okay, Shelly's got to do something. And if Shelly comes barreling in at us, we could just plop down her super right in front of us to minimize the damage. Probably soak up 2 shots. Okay. Good deal. I'm thinking about just posting up by this cactus, plop down my healing station. What do you guys think? Or I think it's either that or we wait for a better situation to come around. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Okay, so we got sandwiched. Classic. Getting sandwiched by 2 brawlers. Probably should have went in on that Poco, but we made an enemy with the Colt. But 0 trophies. We're still not losing any trophies in today's video. But Pam coming in at our 2nd best brawler for Showdown. And moving on to the number 1. The absolute best brawler in Showdown right now is none other than Leon. Now, I was on the fence. I was honestly debating Pam still being at number 1, but you gotta take a look at some of the modifiers that Leon is really, really good on, like the Robo Boss as well as Healing Mushroom. He's got that agility to kind of get away, find a Healing Mushroom. He's really good on multiple different modifiers where some of the brawlers aren't so hot, or they can't really find strategy from the modifiers, like a Brock or something like that. I find Leon to be incredibly versatile in Showdown. He's really, really good at getting boxes. I feel like if you get your super once, you can kind of cycle it and go for like the weaker brawlers and just get it again and keep doing the same thing, constantly racking up power cubes, and just in general, he's insanely good. He's good against the tanks. There's no real brawler that kind of counters him other than Crow, maybe on long range maps where you can't dodge, because Leon has movement speed, man. You can dodge some of those long range shots pretty easily. But let's get into the game. Here we go. Okay, so we found our match for my boy Leon, and I think we're just gonna kind of scurry around the map looking for boxes. We're not gonna go straight to the middle. There aren't that many in the middle. So why don't we might not want to mess around with the Carl, but we can get our super. So Leon's one of those brawlers, like I mentioned in one of our previous games, that it's important to get power cubes as well as try to rack up your super, which is why you always see, I mean, if there's no one in the middle, man, I can't resist. If Leon's one of those brawlers that you gotta get power cubes as well as try to get your super as well. As you can see, we have our super already, which is fantastic. So we're gonna go for that Nita because she has really good health, so we can cycle our super pretty easily here. Now you guys know I'm god awful with my super with Leon. I never use it right. I feel like I use it and like my passive side comes out while I'm using it, and I always waste it. But there, we got some good value out of it, so I'm happy. Okay, so let's work on getting our super again. We just need to hit one more person here. Okay, nicely done. We got 4 power cubes. Let's see what's going on. I say we identify the brawler that we're going to go against before we use our super. I feel like that's where I make my biggest mistake with Leon's super, is I just push it right away and get to rocking. And that's not what we want to do. Okay, so I see the Carl. I think we're going to go for the Carl. I didn't see if he had a super, but I think we can get him quick enough. Even if he does have a super. Okay, doesn't. I feel like Carl's going to be kind of the problem child if we wouldn't take him out. So we got our super again. If we super now, Bo's probably going to think that we're going for him, but I think we should take out the Crow. We're the Hitman. We take out who we want here, baby. Let's go. Okay, so we got a Bo and a Piper. I'm going to try and get my super so I can take out the Bo a little bit easier. Okay. And then there were 2 people. So you're just going to submit? Oh, cool. Another first place victory. The only person that we didn't take first place with was Pam. Let's go, guys. We gained a lot of trophies. But guys, hopefully this was helpful. Use these brawlers inside of Showdown. Like I said before, 2 of them are legendary brawlers. So if you don't have them, I know it kind of stinks. But there are several other brawlers that can kind of maintain the pressure inside of Showdown and be really successful brawlers. But guys, hopefully you all enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to slap a like on it. I really appreciate that. With that being said, make sure to keep having fun with Brawl Stars. And we'll see you in the next video. Peace out.